Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Third installment of Scott's Selections here for Sunday, April 16th. For again today's play of the day, quick recap what happened yesterday. We had a loss in baseball at the Mets team total over 4.5 runs at minus 145 in BetMGM. Unfortunately for us, the Mets, the day after scoring 17 runs, only scored 3. Fujinami, who had been terrible in his first 2 career outings, was actually decent when 6 innings, gave up 3 runs. But the story of the game was really just the Mets making good contact. The problem was it was directly at people. A couple of really annoying, well hit balls that ended up being flagged down by the outfielders. I know Marte hit one deep to center, which I thought might have been gone off the bat, but the wind was blowing in and it kind of killed a couple of long fly balls at the warning track. Then Marte also had the long fly ball to right, which looked like it was going to be an RBI double off the wall, but Laureano made that crazy catch and that saved the run as well. So 1 for 8 with runners in scoring position. Mets had chances, and unfortunately they couldn't convert. So look for a winner here on Sunday. And for today's play of the day, going back to All Reliable, going to look at a matchup between the Diamondbacks and the Marlins. And earlier this year, I ended up cashing a yes run first inning in that Rockies game. Now it's time to get back to the play that we were undefeated with last year. We're going to take a no run first inning at minus 145 on DraftKings. Time recording of 1:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So, couple reasons why I'm going to take the no run first inning in this Diamondbacks and Marlins game. First reason, going through the actual numbers offensively for both teams this season. Both teams not great at scoring in the first inning. The Marlins are only averaging 0.36 runs per game in the first inning, which ranks tied for 23rd in the league. The Diamondbacks are only averaging 0.5 runs per game in the first inning, which ranks tied for 19th. So both teams below average so far this season. And you have a pitcher's duel, or at least what's expected of it, because both starting pitchers are really, really good. You have Alcantara on the mound for Miami, and he was, of course, he won the Cy Young last year. Now, he was awful his last time out against Philly. However, he has been very good early in games. He has not given up a single run in the first inning this season, and furthermore, he has not allowed a single base runner in the first inning this season. 9 up, 9 down. So you can't really be more efficient than that. And in his career, he has been a very good first inning pitcher. In his career, 2.63 ERA in the first inning. And to go through Arizona's active batters against Alcantara, really not good. 54 combined plate appearances, 204 batting average, and a 278 on base percentage. So Arizona historically has not exactly done well against Alcantara. I think he'll be motivated to get back on track after that awful showing against Philly. But I do think at the end of the day, when you have a very good pitcher in the first inning, once again, 9 up, 9 down, and he's facing off against a team that's ranking 19th in first inning runs per game, I think there's some value on Alcantara to get the job done in order at home. But to look at Arizona, on the other hand, they have a good pitcher as well because they have Zach Gallen on the mound. Now, his first 2 starts this year weren't great. However, he was incredible his last outing, went 7 scoreless innings against the Brewers, and I think he got back on track. So I'm assuming he's going to look pretty good in this outing. And so far in the first inning, he's been very good this season. He's only allowed 1 base runner in 3 starts, and in his career, he has a 3.11 ERA in the first inning. So both pitchers combined have allowed 1 guy to reach base in 6 combined starts in the first inning. So I think you're going to see a pretty short first inning between these 2 elite pitchers. And to look at Miami's batters against Gallen in their careers, I mentioned Arizona's numbers being bad against Alcantara. These numbers are even worse. So Miami's active batters against Gallen, 46 plate appearances, a 133 batting average, and a 152 on base percentage. 152. So they don't get anybody on base when they face off against Gallen. And I think you should see him look sharp once again after what we saw in that Milwaukee start where he was phenomenal. I think you'll see a pretty short first inning here with 2 good pitchers. Maybe a guy gets on base, but I think at the end of the day, when you have 2 really, really good starters and the line's only minus 145, I think it's a bargain, especially considering the fact the full game total in this game is 7. It's in Miami's home stadium, which is one of the most pitcher-friendly ballparks in the league. But with 2 very good pitchers on the mound who've been very good in the first inning against 2 really underwhelming first-inning offenses, minus 145, I'm going to take it. I think that line should be closer to 160, maybe even 170. So I'll take it now before it potentially moves up. So play that once again here for Sunday, April 16th is going to be on the Diamondbacks and Marlins no-run first inning at minus 145 on DraftKings. Bye, everyone.